Have you ever felt like you're playing a game, but you don't know all the rules? Like you were handed a playbook for life. Go to school, get a good job, buy a house, work for 40 years, and you're doing all the right things, but something still feels off. It's because that playbook is missing a few key pages. Pages that contain the kind of advice the world doesn't really want you to know. Not because of some grand conspiracy, but because this advice is harder. It requires you to think for yourself. It pulls you off the well-trodden, predictable path. And today, we're going to read those missing pages together. The first piece of advice the world doesn't want you to know is this: stop trying to find your passion. I know. It's on every graduation card and motivational poster. Follow your passion. It sounds beautiful, right? But for most of us, it's a trap. It makes us believe there's one magical thing out there for us, and if we haven't found it, we're a failure. We end up jumping from hobby to hobby, feeling lost, or worse, we try to monetize the one thing we love and end up hating it because now it has to pay the bills. Here's the secret. Passion isn't something you find. Passion is a side effect. It's a side effect of mastery. Don't follow your passion. Follow your effort. Follow what you're willing to struggle with, to be bad at, to practice for hours. Get really, really good at something valuable. The confidence, the respect, and the opportunities that come from being excellent at something, that's what ignites passion. Passion follows skill, not the other way around. Find a skill that can build you a life, and use that life to fund your passions. All right, the second piece of advice, and this one is a big one in our culture. Being busy is not a badge of honor. We live in a world that glorifies the hustle. I'm so swamped, I haven't slept in days. We say it like it's a good thing. We treat exhaustion like a status symbol. But busyness is not productivity. It's often just a form of laziness. Lazy thinking, and a lack of priorities. The world wants you to be busy. When you're busy, you're a good consumer, a good employee. You don't have time to ask the big questions. The secret? The most effective and successful people in the world are not the busiest. They are the most focused. They are masters of saying no. They protect their time and energy with a vengeance. They understand that an hour of deep, uninterrupted work is worth more than a whole day of frantic, multitasking chaos. They understand that boredom is not a void to be filled with scrolling, but the very incubator of creativity. So stop glorifying the grind. Start glorifying focus. Start scheduling empty space in your calendar. Your brain and your results will thank you. And that brings me to the third, and maybe the most uncomfortable piece of advice. Are you ready? It's okay to be disliked. From the moment we're born, we are conditioned to seek approval. From our parents, our teachers, our friends, and now from thousands of strangers on the internet. We trim the edges off our personalities. We soften our opinions. We sand down our beliefs, all in the hope of being universally liked. But here's the truth the world won't tell you. If nobody dislikes you, you probably don't stand for anything. Trying to please everyone is the fastest way to lose yourself. The most memorable, impactful people in history were not universally loved. They had strong opinions. They had a mission. They had values that, by their very nature, repelled certain people. And that's okay. Your goal isn't to collect fans. Your goal is to find your tribe. The people who get you, who share your values, who resonate with your authentic self. And you will never find them if you're wearing a mask designed to please the masses. Being disliked by some is the price you pay for being deeply loved by a few. And that trade is worth it every single time. So let's recap the unwritten rules. 1. Don't chase passion. Build it through skill and effort. 2. Don't chase busyness. Cultivate focus and protect your energy. And 3. Don't chase universal approval. Embrace your authentic self, even if some people don't like it. This advice isn't easy. It asks more of you than the standard playbook. It requires you to be disciplined, to be brave, and to define success on your own terms. The script you were handed for your life? It's just a first draft. You're holding the pen. So, what are you going to write next? Let me know in the comments below, what's one counterintuitive advice that completely changed how you see things? I'd love to hear it. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.